All right, before we get started with the business of the event, I would like to invite Ms. Nell Capadona, our superintendent, for a welcome address.
Good evening and welcome. Families, parents, thank you so much for being here this evening, for supporting your child and for supporting CMIS. We are so very proud of your children and looking forward to an opportunity to thank them and praise them for all of their hard work. I would also like to thank the teachers for their hard work and their thought in who the recipients of these awards would be this evening. I know it was not an easy decision. And then a big thank you to our wonderful students. This is just one way that we get to say thank you for trying so hard, not just in your academics, but in the way that you portray yourself to your friends, that you act as a role model. We want to say thank you for being courageous learners and for being proactive and positive leaders. We love you and we support you very much. Thank you.
All right, this is the best time of year for me because we get to acknowledge all of the hard work and all the things that we've done throughout the year together as a community. And we have quite a bit of awards because we have the best students in the world, the most amazing students. So we're going to have to run through a little bit of the business housekeeping side of this event so that we can move through this in a timely manner because we do have a lot of awards, and if we spend a lot of time on each award, we'll be here until tomorrow sometime mid-morning. So what I'm going to ask is that we hold our applause when we have a lot of grade level awards. We hold our applause to the very end, and I can say you can clap now, or you'll know because everyone will be up here taking pictures. If you're receiving a individual award, we'll have you come over here where you can take pictures with the award and the person giving it to you, the teacher giving it to you. If it's a grade level award where there'll be many students up here, we're going to ask that you come here for the individual and then over here for the full group picture. Sound like a plan? Okay, so our first award will be the athletic awards, and they'll be presented by Mr. Brad Schmock and Mr. Kenneth.
Okay, so we're going to get a chance to go through the individual and grade level practice here. We've got most improved player and most valuable player awards to present for grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then we will go on to our annual individual awards as well. And so Ken is going to help me with the reading of those awards. I first want to explain what each of the awards are. So the Most Improved Player Award is presented to the student athlete making the greatest degree of skill improvement and character development on his or her team during the season. And the Most Valuable Player Award is presented to the student athlete making the greatest contribution to his or her team in terms of overall excellence in performance and leadership. And so our plan at this point is to present our Most Improved and Most Valuable Player Awards to our grade 9 students. And I'll ask Ken to come up and read those names for me.
So the MVP for JV Girls Volleyball, Supapit Silimanklanurak. Next, the MIP for JV Boys Volleyball พลพลัดกล้าหาญ The MVP for JV Boys Football Andrew Wesley. The MIP for JV Boys Swimming, Trevor Millard. And the MVP for JV Boys Cross Country, Arthur Zhang. Or Zhang. Okay. Next, for the grade 10s.
Get some pictures.
Yeah, the group picture, right?
Grade 10.
Yeah, group pictures first.
Let them get a group
Yeah.
photo. And we would just say one final round of applause for the grade 9s.
One final round of applause for the grade 9s. Next, for the grade 10s, the MIP for Varsity Girls Volleyball, Molly Wichai. The MVP for JV Boys Volleyball, Hanbyul Yu. Also receiving the MVP Varsity Boys Basketball Award, Hanbyul Yu. The MIP for JV Girls Volleyball, Julia Loomis. The MVP for JV Girls Football, Anne Rutherford. Also receiving the MIP for JV Girls Basketball is Anne Rutherford. Next, the MIP for JV Boys Football, Basil Aziz. The MIP for JV Girls Football, Yindi Rangchai? Or Rangchai? And the MIP for Varsity Boys Basketball, Connor Kiran. And receiving the MVP for both JV Boys Swimming and JV Boys Badminton, Laszlo Iro. And the MVP for JV Girls Swimming, Prapai Jinkhao. Another round of applause for the grade 10s. Next, for the grade 11s, the MVP for varsity boys volleyball, Joshua Ernvik. The MVP for varsity boys football, Philip Story. The MIP for varsity girls football, Jemima Carey. The MIP for varsity girls basketball, Nataya Yamampai. The MVP for JV girls basketball, Vanda Omari. The MIP for varsity boys swimming, Tavisin Sesu. And the MIP for varsity girls cross country, Arpanan Nitya Mekin. Another round of applause for the grade 11s. And now, on to the seniors, or the grade 12s. Receiving the MVP for varsity girls volleyball, Sarah McKinnon. The MIP for varsity boys volleyball, Titat Lauhajaratsa. Receiving the MVP for varsity girls basketball and the MIP for varsity boys football. No, I'm sorry. The MVP for varsity girls basketball and varsity girls football, Sebin Jung. Receiving the MIP for varsity boys football and the MVP for varsity boys cross country, Peter Bryan. Receiving the MVP for varsity boys swimming, Richard Iro Jr. Receiving the MIP for varsity boys cross country, Peter Nicholson. Receiving Receiving the MVP for strength training, Natapon Soy Sangwan. Receiving the MIP for strength training, Ju Young Lee. I'll say another round of applause. And another round of applause for the seniors.
I have the honor of presenting 3 more awards related to athletics, the Male and Female Athlete of the Year, as well as the Scholar Athlete of the Year. The Athlete of the Year award is presented to the female and male student athletes who, through participation in 2 or more varsity programs during the year, make the greatest contribution to CMIS athletics, with an emphasis on overall leadership, commitment, excellence, communication, and achievement. We will start with this year's Male Athlete of the Year. This year's Male Athlete of the Year, during their time at CMIS, has had an amazing amount of success in the swimming pool. This year, at the CMAC Senior Swim Meet, this year's Male Athlete of the Year captured the following medals: bronze in the 50-meter freestyle, and 5 gold medals in the 50-meter back, 50-meter fly, 50-meter, 200-meter individual medley, as well as being a part of the medley relay and the freestyle relay. This year's Male Athlete of the Year is also in the school record book for 4 awards. In 2016, he set school records individually for the 100-meter breaststroke and the 50-meter backstroke, as well as being a member of the freestyle relay. And in 2017, his relay team set a school record in the medley relay. This year's Male Athlete of the Year is Richard Iro Jr. Moving on to our Female Athlete of the Year. This year's Female Athlete of the Year has arguably been a part of the most successful time of female athletics in CMIS history. She has had amazing contributions to athletics on and off the field, and she embodies the qualities of a great teammate and leader. She has also been instrumental in leading her team to success if defined by championships. She has been a team member for varsity conference championships in the following sports during her time at CMIS: 1 conference basketball championship, 2 conference volleyball championships, and 3 conference football championships. This year's Female Athlete of the Year is Beth Jones. we have one more Athlete of the Year award. The Scholar Athlete of the Year award is presented to the junior or senior student athlete who participates in one or more varsity program, and in addition to embodying the qualities of CMIS athletics, maintains an outstanding academic record. This year's Scholar Athlete of the Year has done all of that. She has been committed, shows perseverance as well as a growth mindset, and has maintained outstanding grades during a year of 4 AP courses. This year's Scholar Athlete of the Year is Pai Amampai. So let's give a round of applause to our individual athlete of the year.
Congratulations to our sports awards winners. These next awards are moving from the athletic to the academic, and they will be presented by the teachers who nominated these students. CMIS students aren't just fantastic at sports, we are also really good in academics. So, can I have Mr. Harvey, Mr. Nathan, Mr. Chauncey, and Mr. Rob come to the front, please, to present these next awards. Our first award is the After School Strings and After School Jazz Band, presented by Mr. Harvey Nicholson. I want to read what the description is. Oh, okay. Thank you.
The extracurricular music activities, these are activities that are to do with music that happen outside of the school day. And often they've been called after-school activities. Well, our students are so busy, we've had to add a lunch activity. And that now includes a brass group. So we actually have 3 extracurricular music activities, jazz band, strings group, and brass group. Each member of each of these groups has shown great commitment to the secondary music program by committing not only their time, but their talent as well. The 3 students I will recognize this evening have taken a leadership role in their respective ensembles. 2 of the most distinct ways that each of them have earned their recognition are simply this: honestly caring about how the group sounds and to offer suggestions as to how to improve. Another way, and actually one that's more important, there have been students to give me unbiased feedback on various aspects of the ensemble or the individual rehearsals. These students have been instrumental, instrumental in helping me get the balance right between too much and too little, and when I need to push and when I need to relax, and to tell me when too much music is just not doable for their groups. For the strings, I would like to recognize, and please wait till I say all 3 of them. For the strings, I would like to recognize Peter Nicholson, and for the after-school jazz band, I would like to recognize Woo Young Kim, and for the brass group, I would like to recognize Jemima Carey. Would all 3 of you please come to the stage?
Congratulations to our music students. Next up to present the yearbook award is Mr. Nathan Kiefer.
So the yearbook is a year-long project that I pride myself on doing as little as possible in the production of. And I tell my students that from the beginning of the year. This is your baby, bring it into the world. I'm going to stand back and tell you if something's on fire. And to that end, I kind of have to put together a student editorial team to oversee the production of the yearbook, and one student ends up being the managing editor. And this person, she did such a great job all year long, so graceful and so patient with her team, and was really an excellent leader throughout the whole project. So I'm happy to present this award to Joel Kim. My second award is for the Model United Nations Leadership Award. This award is going to go to a student who, she was involved with with MUN all year long. She participated in both conferences, the one in November and also the one in March. She was constantly trying to improve her performance at these events, and you could observe throughout the day as she was kind of adjusting her performance and learning from the process. Because of this, she was recognized at both conferences. The one in November, she was recognized as best chair, and the one in March, she was best delegate in General Assembly, I believe. I may be wrong about that one. In addition to all of that, in addition to her own performance, she was an excellent leader for the rest of the students, particularly the new students who really struggle with the kind of parliamentary language that's used in the simulations. She was instrumental in teaching these new kids how to do that and how to effectively communicate their arguments and their ideas in these conferences. So for that reason, Bo Min Kum, this is for you.
Congratulations, Bowman. Our next awards will be presented by Shanti and Rob, and that will be the National Honor Society, the Student Council Award, and the Global Citizenship Award.
The award that we're here to present tonight will be presented to the student who has demonstrated constant enthusiasm and dedication to the work of the National Honor Society. That student has exemplified what it means to be a leader of exceptional character and has led by serving and supporting all members of the school community. That student has continually impressed us with her or his ability to guide her or his peers all throughout this past year.
This student has held our NHS chapter together with many hours of extra work and her or his careful documentation of all our NHS events this year played an instrumental role in keeping our chapter organized. This award goes to Young-il Kim. The next award I will be presenting is on behalf of Miss Lauren as the Stuco rep, and this is what she wrote about this award. This year's Stuco Award is given to someone who consistently went above and beyond what is expected of a student council member. He is not afraid to speak his mind and stand up for his classmates, and consistently offered innovative ideas for the council to try. He could always be counted on to show up and try his best. I very much hope he continues in student council in the years to come. Congratulations to young Hume. Okay, perfect. I have the privilege of also presenting 2 Global Citizenship Awards this year. This award is presented to the students who best exemplify the attitude and behavior of a proactive global citizen, not only here at CMIS, but also in the world around them. As the Service Learning Coordinator, I have the privilege of witnessing firsthand some of the amazing community work that our CMIS students participate in. This first Global Citizenship Award is going to one of those students who has continued to amaze me by her continued awareness of both global and local issues and dedication to actually doing something about them. The dedication, initiative, and leadership that she has shown through her service in the community should be an inspiration to us all. Along with her excellent performance in the community, she has also been an active, productive member here at CMIS by being involved in her respective classes, sports, and the arts. I am pleased to announce this year's recipient of the Global Citizenship Award. Congratulations, Bowman Kuhn. The second Global Citizenship Award is actually a regional award from IRCOS, which is the East Asia Regional Council of Schools that CMIS is a part of. Since this is the first time, in my knowledge anyway, that a CMIS student is receiving this award, I will be going through a list of the criteria that has been put in place by IRCOS for this student to be eligible to receive it. So the criteria is they will be completing his or her 11th grade year. They understand the interdependence and interconnectedness of both human and ecological issues, demonstrates strong collaborative problem solving, listening, and consensus building skills, strives to be well informed on global issues, consistently demonstrates a sense of intrinsic volunteerism, exhibits extraordinary leadership skills, is committed to be an active participant in the coming year's leadership responsibilities, is in good academic standing, and can hold conversation in at least 2 languages. As I read through this list for the first time, one of our 11th grade students immediately came to mind as someone who meets all of these criteria. Even though she is currently active in several service projects, she is constantly coming to me with new ideas or ways in which she can serve her community. Along with the certificate, this recipient will also be receiving a plaque engraved with their name and an IRCOS travel wallet to assist in organizing all their future service endeavors. Congratulations to Fame Sinhuchtra. Both, leave that one.
All right, we are going to move into the Excellence in Academic Achievement Awards. No, I'm sorry, Excellence in Arts Awards. So, Mr. Chris, Sally Ann, Harvey, Yoon, and David, please come to the stage. All right. Miss Sally Ann will be presenting the award for the dance recipient.
Good evening. The Dance Award is presented to two students who show dedication and responsibility in dance, demonstrate creativity, a high level of technical skill, and an ability to inspire others. The first recipient of the Dance Award continues to grow as both a talented choreographer and performer each year. She's dedicated, pays attention to detail, and creatively challenges herself, the class, and the teacher. The other recipient of the Dance Award has improved immensely as both a performer and a choreographer throughout this year. She is dependable, has great stage presence, and an amazing smile. Please welcome to the stage Caris Owen and Sarah McKinnon.
Congratulations. Our next award will be given by Mr. Harvey Nicholson for the band.
This award specifically goes to members of the Symphonic Wind Band are the ones who are eligible. And this band this year has done some very challenging music when I think back over the year, and if you don't mind, I'll expand upon that. We started with Sleigh Ride, Russian Christmas music, Arabian dances, and the complete, unabridged 1921 version of the Holst's E-flat suite. You might not know that work, but your child does now. When I think about the Symphonic Wind Band, I am often amazed at how a school with such a small enrollment can tackle such pieces of music of such high caliber, and to perform them with an amazing level of musicianship. It takes some key players in some key roles to convince the rest of the members of their section to believe that they are part of something bigger, and that their contribution to the sound is positive. The two musicians I want to recognize this evening have been two key players in bringing their entire section up to a high standard of musicianship. They have also played some very exposed parts and put themselves on the line. I would like to publicly thank and recognize Sehan Kwan and Ura Chung.
Congratulations. Our next award will be for the visual arts, presented by Mr. Yun.
The awards for visual arts goes to two rather different students this year. One is fast and one is slow. One talks a lot and one is rather the silent type. One likes to experiment and try new ideas and techniques, while the other is happy to refine and polish on his own unique language. Both are going for artistic professions later in life. They are always working hard, and they are equally brilliant. Please come to the stage, Gina and Jesse.
Congratulations. Our next award will be presented by Mr. David for the drama and theater production.
Good evening. I would like to take a minute to briefly echo a point that I made yesterday at the middle school ceremony. And that is that when I learned that I was going to be asked to present a student with an award, I was a bit uncomfortable with the whole enterprise. And the reason for that is that I teach drama, which is an inherently subjective discipline. And trying to quantify what makes one performer more or less deserving of an accolade than another, even at the professional level, is an extraordinarily difficult thing to do. Even at the Tonys and the Oscars, it can seem almost arbitrary. Now, I don't bring this up to take anything away from tonight's recipient, who richly deserves the award she is about to receive, only to say that I threw two very, very difficult pieces of theater at my students this year. Plays that were not intended to be performed by or even really attended by young people. And they did extraordinary work, and I am so proud of all of them. I had in both shows students who had never set foot on a stage before, taking leading roles and blowing the doors off the room. So I am very, very proud of my department. That said, there was one student who went above and beyond the call, both in class and during the extracurricular plays. She was usually the first person to memorize her lines, which to me is reason enough to get an award. I have fewer gray hairs as a result of it. So congratulations tonight to Lydia Ritchie.
Congratulations. These next awards, there's plenty of them because, like I said before, we have amazing students. So please, we'll call them all up, and then we'll clap when we do the group photo. But there will be time for an individual photo, so if Mom and Dad, if you want to come up and snap an individual, you're welcome to. We'll be here for the individual and here for the group. So for the General Academic Awards, the first award that we're going to present will be the Academic Achievement Award. This award recognizes students that show outstanding educational growth, improvement, commitment, or intellectual development in their academic subjects. These are students who show tremendous growth, not just in the criteria mostly in the criteria of Outstanding Scholar Award, but also they demonstrate unusual commitment to learning and academic despite various obstacles. They may achieve high scores or show outstanding growth, improvement, commitment, or intellectual development in particular subjects such as English, math, science, etc., but they also show or demonstrate growth in the arts, music, or theater. These students do not necessarily have to be involved in a CMIS community project, but a project outside that we want to recognize. So, the first grade will be the 9th grade. Mr. Kenneth, please.
So, the first person is Kwang Soo Lee.
Wait. We're gonna announce quite a few here. Basil Novatoni Aziz.
Next is Jared Fernandez. Wenson Yue Zhang. Natida Smith. Nathan Matthew Kupek. Sahawit Setapanishakun. Shakira Yin. And lastly, Ye Jin Kim. Do we go straight into grade 10s? Okay.
Our grade 9 award winners. Moving on to our grade 10 award recipients.
For the grade 10s, first we have Andrew Nicholson. Where's Andrew? Yura Chung. Elijah Ryan. Jonathan Collins. Julia Loomis. Shawin Ofasukun. Is Meng here? Oh, okay. Okay, next, Makaya Snyder. Molly Wichai. Patrick Tasit. Soumya Manu. Taemin Park. William Chai. Arthur Jiang.
Yeah, we'll save it. Grade 10. Grade 11s.
My grade. My grade.
Oh, I have to say this right.
No, I'm not here.
Oh, okay, that's the next one. Next up will be our grade 11 award recipients.
First off, we have Nantanat Satirakun. Next, we have Hemawat Jones. Hemawat Jones. Diana O. Deborah Kim. Natnicha Limsakdakun. Xiao Shen Wang. Nantalak Jinawasatian. Mina Klason. Lydia Ritchie. Susanna Lee. Warrit Traikasemsak. nice shorts for it.
Grade 11, ladies and gentlemen.
I forgot name. I forgot Vanda.
Oh, you forgot her?
Yeah, we can give it to her.
Is she here?
Yeah, she's here. I forgot.
Vanda Omari, are you here? Vanda Omari? Come on up. You get one too. Sorry, we missed over your name here. If you guys should just wait. Now the full grade 11s.
Do I have to say Peter James Wright Bryan?
No.
Just Peter Bryan?
Next will be our grade 12 recipients.
For grade 12, we have Ariel Erickson. Is Ariel here? Mikola Barrel. Is Mikola here? Okay. Okay. Sabin Jung. Mr. Nikola's not here. Nikola's not here. Nikola's, yeah, he's not here. Christina Gutierrez. Next we have Dwijiri Basumatari. Ju Ok Kim. Josiah Ryan. Caitlin Curan. Daniel Kwan. Is Daniel here? No, okay. Next. Michael Blakey. Peter Bryan. And Tara Torn Smith. Yeah. And lastly, Richard Iro Jr. That's it for this group. Do we move on to that one?
Congratulations, grade 12. Thank you. The next award is our Outstanding Scholar Award. This award recognizes academic success in the classroom. To be eligible, students must meet requirements including grade point average, school set criteria, large testing, SATs, MAP testing, things like that. And students are to earn a minimum grade point average of at least a 3.8 to a 4.0. Our first will be our grade 9 recipients.
Start here. First, for the grade 9s, we have Shafar Bawan Watanangkun. Next, we have Kyung Yeon Ko. Trevor Millard. Supapit Silimanklanurak. Jirayu Thiamrat. Per Rankasili. Reina Sinprasert. Zin Yao Song. Narit Traikasemsak. Hyo Bin O. Young In Choi. And lastly, Chan Chai Chan.
Grade 9 Outstanding Scholar Award recipients. There'll be time for snacks after the award ceremony if you guys want to find your seats, please. All right, may I have your attention? The next grade level will be grade 10 for Outstanding Scholar Awards.
Firstly, for the grade 10s, we have Sienna Liu. Alice Xiang. Tish Teriyapirom. Gina Liu. Woo Young Kum. James Sintumat. Yindi Rangchal.
Our grade 10.
I can start first.
The next recipients will be our grade 11 for the Outstanding Scholar Award.
So for first off with grade 11s, we have Jemima Carey. Young Il Kim. Nataya Yam Ampai. Karis Owen. Napachon Sintuchatra. Arpanan Nitya Mekin. Zoe Chamberlain. Punch Setapanishakun. Is Punch here?
Okay. Kenneth Chattipagon. Tavasin Seyu. It's fine. Kiri Cole. Joshua Ernvik.
Our grade 11 Outstanding Scholar Award. Grade 12 will be our next recipients.
Thank you, sir. For the grade 12s, first we have Se-Min Park. Miu Soi Sang Wan. Bo Min Kyum. Ju Young Lee. Sun Bin Back. Titi Lim Pai Boon. Brian Kwan. Is Brian here? Oh, Brian's not here. Adam Morgan. Titat Lauhajarat Sang. Sarah McKinnon.
Yeah, you're good. Thank you. You get it now. Class of 2018, grade 12 recipients. Yeah, you know, we're good, you're good. All right, before we move on to the next portion, I'd like to stop and take a moment to thank a very special person tonight. He's been helping with the facilitating of the event. He's been pronouncing the names correctly, and he has a very, very lovely voice. So thank you, Mr. Kenneth. Our last awards are given to students by their individual teachers. So can I have Mr. Paul, Mr. Nathan, Mr. Pitak, Miss Alicia, Miss CM, Mr. Jason, Mr. Brian, Mr. Chris, Mr. Graham, and Miss Patushu up to the stage, please. Our first award will be presented by Mr. Paul for physical education.
Okay, the criteria for this award is a student who exemplifies and demonstrates an appreciation and understanding of the rules, strategies, and theory of sport. This individual exhibits a physically active lifestyle, both during and outside of school, demonstrates responsible personal and social behavior, including good sportsmanship, character, civility, leadership, and a positive role model to fellow peers. The Physical Education Department and I are proud to award this to Ariel Erickson.
Our next award will be presented by Mr. Nathan Kiefer for computer science.
I'm a realist, and I understand that my class is probably not in the top 10 favorite classes among high school students at CMIS. I'm okay with that because every year I get a handful of students who seem to have found something in that class that they didn't know their brain wanted to do. And the student that I'm going to present this award to is one of those students this year. They have consistently performed very well in the class with the concepts and with completing the work and understanding what it's for and what it's all about. This student has a profound enthusiasm for the class, at least from where I'm standing, it looks like it. Maybe she's fooling me. She is unflappable. I have a funny story that I'm going to share with you. It's very short. This was back in February. We were taking a test, and now everyone knows who it is. Her very dear friend somehow managed to reach over and delete the code that she'd written for her quiz. And this was with about 3 minutes left in the class. And this student very calmly said, "Mr. Kiefer, no problem." And she just redid it with those last 3 minutes. And she aced it. She got everything right on it. So this is for Anna Som.
Our next award will be presented by Mr. Pitak for the Thai department.
The Outstanding Scholar Awards for the Thai language, history, and culture is presented to students who demonstrate a high degree of linguistic competence, cultural understanding, and commitment to Thai class activities. This year, we would like to present this award to Patsiri Patmasakun.
Our next award will be the Spanish Award presented by Miss Alicia.
Hard work and dedication are the only mantra in the journey to succeed. Without being passionate and the willingness to work hard, no one can achieve success. And today, this student has succeeded. Congratulations, Jonathan Collins.
Our next award is for Mandarin, presented by Miss CM.
Okay. Good evening. In science, the concept of I'm so nervous. Okay, the concept of the metamorphosis might be applied to the life cycle of a butterfly. It starts as a caterpillar and dramatically transforms into something beautiful. In Mandarin this year, these students initially struggled, but now she demonstrates creativity in her use of vocabulary and has effectively adopted a Chinese perspective in her use of the language. It's my pleasure to announce this year's Mandarin Academic Award recipient, Susanna Lee.
Our next award for the French-speaking Student of the Year will be presented by me. Mr. Justin could not be here tonight, so I'll speak for him when he says that this student is the best French speaker he's ever heard in his life. Sienna Lee. To present our National History Day Award is Mr. Jason.
Okay, so the National History Day Award criteria, first I'll go through that. This is presented to students who compete at all levels of the National History Day competition, including here at CMIS and the regional contest, which was held in Singapore this past March. So those placing first, second, or third at regionals are invited to compete in the International History Day competition at the University of Maryland in the United States. So the first award goes to a grade 9 student who, after intense research of primary and secondary sources, developed a website about the Chinese occupation of Tibet, This student will be traveling to compete in the U.S. at the beginning of June. Congratulations, Narit. I'm not going to attempt the last name. Narit, come on up. Okay, the second one. This second award goes to a grade 10 student who received second place in the regional NHD contest held in Singapore for his documentary, The Start of the Karen Conflict, The World's Longest Civil War. His film illustrated an in-depth understanding of the conflict, including the backstory and political and social aspects of the situation. He used several primary and secondary sources to create his film, including interviews with people directly affected by the conflict. I'd like to congratulate Elijah Ryan.
Congratulations, NHD winners. Oh, I got it right here. Next up to present the award for social studies is Mr. Bryan.
So for this award, we have a lot of different disciplines that we're dealing with. We get teachers who come together for economics, human geography, history courses, everything in the social studies, and then we have to put together 2 students that we think are most worthy of receiving this award. So it's presented to 2 students who exhibit exceptional understanding of the course material, show a substantial amount of genuine interest in the subject, demonstrate leadership qualities when working in groups, and effectively communicate ideas verbally and in writing. So I'll say the 2 students who will be coming up. There was a mix-up with the first one, so in light of that, we'll be inviting her brother to come in. That's Punch Sitapanitsagun. This student has shown genuine interest in AP psychology, going so far as to enroll in a university course when she's still in high school. She's demonstrated in-depth understanding of course concepts. She's exemplary in her studies, so congratulations to Punch. Poe's going to be coming up to get it for her. Then the other student, she's shown dedication to learning and understanding throughout the entire year, day in, day out. She's committed and focused. She spent countless hours outside of class, learning, sending emails to her teacher. She's always asking questions, and she's willing to always reach out, which shows her relentless drive to high academic achievements. So this one is for Fame Sindhu Chatra.
Our next award will be presented by Mr. Chris for the Language Arts Award.
Thanks. Good evening. This award is presented to the 2 students who consistently demonstrate a keen insight into the literature being studied, demonstrate the ability to raise literary criticism to a sophisticated level, take risks, offer interpretations, and serve as catalysts for further discussion, and consistently write brilliantly and enthusiastically about literature. These two students are both very perceptive readers who are able to closely read, identify, and understand the complexity of a text, often noticing elements within a text that tend to be overlooked by others. Their writing is often complex and nuanced. They share their ideas confidently in the classroom and often taking on leadership roles. They both read and write with enthusiasm and sophistication. These two awards go to Jemima Carey and Zoe Chamberlain.
Our next award will be presented by Mr. Graham, Dr. Graham, for the Science Award.
Good evening. The Outstanding Scholars Award for Science. These awards are presented to the two students who exhibit exceptional understanding of the course material, show an interest in the subject, demonstrate good techniques and leadership qualities when working in groups. They work with minimal supervision and effectively communicate their findings. Now, when asked to nominate two students for these awards, I can feel an internal voice of protest. Because our classes are communities, learning communities where everyone makes a contribution. And we much more encourage cooperation and teamwork rather than competition for awards. However, in those communities there are students whose contributions are particularly outstanding. And that's certainly the case for the two recipients of these awards. Their interest in the subject, their drive for understanding, their achievement in their way that they help others make their classes better for everyone. In some schools, observations of teachers form a major part of teacher evaluation. Now, the flaw in that is that how good a teacher appears is strongly dependent on the quality of the students. The better the students, the better the teacher looks. So one thing I particularly love about these students is that they make me look and feel like a good teacher. So it's not only with pleasure, but it's also with gratitude that I acknowledge the contributions made by the outstanding CMIS science students for 2018, who are Nataya Iamampai, who we know as Pai, and Jemima Carey.
Our next awards will be given in the subject of mathematics, and they will be presented by Ms. Patashu and Mr. Matt.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. This award is for the student who has very good attitude towards learning. He never complains when I give them homework. He knows that he is going to get intellectual pleasure when other people think that they are going to get intellectual torture. So that makes the difference. He has very good attitude toward learning. He works hard. He helps other people. He helps his friends. So I would like to give Yang Il Kim this award.
The second math award goes to a student who has taken both of my AP courses over the past 2 years and has done very well in both of them. Hopefully, when scores come out, he will have done very well in statistics as well. He has obviously academic excellence and very good stat skills in logic and perceptiveness. But he has one skill that is very valuable that I oftentimes find quite sometimes a little bit annoying, and that's persistence. He asked me for a senior recommendation letter at the end of his sophomore year, just getting ready, which is very good, and he would have been my TA for Human Geo this year, had he been a senior this year, and he would have been my AP. I would have requested him to be my AP TA next year had I been here next year. And I had a great joke about him not having to walk far to get onto stage because he was already on stage, but he went and sat down. So congratulations, Kenneth. Come on up.
Congratulations to all of our award recipients this evening. Before we close this ceremony down, I have a surprise. We're going to give the name of the Outstanding Scholarship Award winner from the PTG, Ms. Priscilla.
Hello, everyone. It is my honor to represent CMIS PTG to grant this scholarship award. Before I announce the result, I would like to thank all the senior students who made the application. Even if some of you did not win the scholarship tonight, you all are the brightest students in our hearts. You may look at some of your friends and think that they are ahead of you. Maybe some of them you feel behind. But everything happens at their own pace. The most important thing is to find out your own ambition and purpose, what you really love to do in your whole lifetime. I always believe the most successful education is to enlighten the curiosity and inspire the courage to research and discovery. As Einstein said, not everything that counts can be counted, and not everything that's counted truly counts. So I also want to show my highest appreciation to all the teachers and parents who support for this scholarship. Maybe 35,000 baht is not a big number, but it was the money we collected by 10 baht or 20 baht from our service in the past activities, such as International Day and Christmas sale. This scholarship means the hope from all the parents in CMAS. We wish every single one of you to have an exciting journey to your college and the future life. Being able to create meaningful, purposeful, and fulfilling lives for yourself, to learn how to make an impact and a difference in the life of others. That's the true success. and we are all here to support you. At last, let me introduce the winner of the scholarship of this year. She not only got very high academic scores, but also shows extraordinary potential in social practice. She actively participates in student council and always ranked first in the Ways Club. So here is our super girl, Samin Park. Congratulations.
I'd like to give one more congratulations to all of our award winners tonight, and a big round of applause for everyone. Again, I want to thank you for coming, and I want to remind you that there is some refreshments and appetizers over on that side of the auditorium. Please have some, stay and enjoy, take some pictures, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you for coming.